doubt the largest gun safe I've ever seen in my life. I need that safe, and then I need the guns that fit in there. Here is the Daniel Defense booth. Unfortunately, we can't see a whole lot back in there.
Give away a 387 rifle at 11 o'clock and 4 o'clock today. Must be present in this area to win.
And we have some offerings from Inland Manufacturing. 30 carabines back here.
So, one of the same people that made these used the Winchester design tooling.
So keep the wrist locked and straight.
This is Chase from Mantis. He's going to explain to us a product his company is building that looks like it might be very good for helping people improve their shooting. Chase, could you go ahead and explain this to us?
Yeah, so this is our device right here. It's the Mantis X training system. This is designed to fit on the gun you already own. For the show today, we've got it mounted on these CO2 guns. These just shoot air. But the way it works is it tracks the movement of the gun prior to the shot happening. So we can detect when a shot happens, and then we look at the split seconds before a shot, and we can tell you, oh, you're jerking to the left, or oh, you're pushing up and to the right. And so we can diagnose your shooting issue based on that movement. So if we do it, I'll do a quick demo right here. We got it mounted on here. And so if we take a shot, all right, there we go. So it gives you a score out of 100, 96, which is good. I'm going to take another one. All right, so that one I was slapping the trigger just a little bit, and you can see it shows you the movement direction. So we're down here to the left, and we can open that up and read about slapping the trigger. What does that mean? How do we correct that issue? Over here we can see the 2 shots, and we got the scores for both of those. And we can click on that and see, okay, on this one, this yellow is the direction of the shot. So I pulled it down into the left. On the first one, that's what you want to see, where it's really tight, not a lot of movement at all. So that was my first shot. So this is the Mantis X training system, and it helps you become a better shooter.
And I think this looks tremendous, especially for improving trigger control, which is so crucial to accurate shooting. And this works well for both pistols and rifles, correct?
Right.
Any shotgun applications?
Not yet. That's something we're working on. It's a lot more difficult of a problem than pistols and rifles, so that's coming down the line.
Okay, Chase, thanks a lot. Everyone, I'm going to be taking one of these home with me, and you'll be seeing a review on it in an upcoming video. And we're making our way toward the Smith & Wesson display.
might have to be it.
This is another item I just picked up, folks. This is a dead ringer sight for my M&P 2.0. I'm going to look forward to getting these home and trying them out. The rear sight is basically a large aperture with a tritium insert on either side. The front sight then has a tritium insert. This looks very good, especially for my 50-year-old eyes. When I look through the rear aperture, I pick up that front sight very well. So I'm very interested to see how this is going to work on my pistol. So look for a review of this coming soon. And obviously we're at the Beretta booth. And here is the new Beretta APX pistol. I can tell you, it looks very Glock-like, but the grip feels good. The trigger feels better than the Glock. All in all, seems like a pretty nice pistol. And of course we have the old standby Berettas. 92. Actually, this is a 92A1, I believe. And all the other various versions of the 92 are displayed here. I've had a request to do a review on the 92 for a while. And if I can get my hands on one, I would very much like to do that. And I think maybe it's time we stop in by the Colt booth. I have been lusting for an M45A1 ever since the first time I ever saw one. I think they look great. I think it's cool that the Marine Corps reissued these after all these years. I believe they're still using them, although I'm not certain. This is just a pistol that I think one day I'm going to need to add to my collection. And how about this? A Colt revolver back after all these years. The Colt Cobra in 38 Special. Classic firearm, albeit modernized, fiber optic sight, and a very good feeling action.
Just think about push and slide, push.
Very nice revolver.
You want to try it? Try it.
And it is a 6-shot 38 Special, as opposed to the 5-shot J-frame Smith, so you get one extra shot. Very nice. A little more 1911 eye candy from Colt. And we've arrived in Remington country. We'll take a look around here at all of the various wares from Remington. Got a few different iterations of the 700. And a few Model 7s. And a few traditional favorite 22s. Speed Master and the Field Master. Right next to a heavy barrel 597. And we've even got a 7600 over here in the corner. New for 2017, the 783. I'm going to take one of these off the shelf for a minute and try it out. And I've got to say, I'm not real impressed with that Savage style trigger. It just doesn't feel as good as a good 700 trigger does. Also have a Model 700 AWR, which is the American Wilderness rifle. It's a good looking synthetic stock. Let's try the trigger on this. This has an externally adjustable X-Mark Pro that is a little heavy, but it has a very nice break. Very good break on that trigger. Also the Remington Pistols. Here is the R51. I'm probably the only person on YouTube who will tell you I like the R51. I want to get one of these to review. I've just been waiting for them to work all the bugs out of them. But I like the styling, and I like the fact that they brought back the original Model 51 mechanism. And this is Travis Tomasi. He's going to tell us a little bit about Remington's new RP9 pistol. And Travis, go take it away.
Thank you. Yeah, this is our new RP9. It's our first step into the striker fighter segment. Full-size, polymer framed. What's really cool about this is the capacity. It holds 18 plus 1 rounds of 9mm. But now here's the hard part, and this takes a lot of engineering. We have the smallest grip circumference. So not only do you have a lot of rounds on board, but you have a very ergonomic grip. Of course, it's got the 3 interchangeable back straps. We undercut the trigger guard, which is very popular aftermarket modification. That allows you a higher purchase on the gun, less muzzle flip. We have a reversible mag catch, so it'll works for lefties or righties. The slide is stainless, the barrel is stainless. We use the PVD finish. Now it's a physical vapor deposition, extremely hard, very slick, very low coefficient of friction. The sights are drift adjustable. They have 3 large white dots. We serrate the face so it's very crisp, clear sight picture in bright sunlight. And we use a, we call it a fighting surface, but the rear sight is square on the front so that you can manipulate the slide single-handed. And it has very aggressive cocking serrations, front and rear. The trigger is single action, very light, smooth, very short tactile reset. And the MSRP is $489, so it's a lot of gun for the money, and it has a lifetime warranty.
Wow, that is a lot of gun for the money, particularly with a lifetime warranty. Holster-wise, are there any particular holsters that this will fit? The other?
Yeah, Safariland actually has a universal holster that I've been using, works perfect. But also we've got Galco, we've got Crossbreed, Talon. All the manufacturers are supporting it now, so it's very popular, and the aftermarket support is really ramping up.
Outstanding. Well, Travis, thank you very much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And we got a few precision rifles here on the rack.
I like these kind of short. They are now. Now that we got them all cleaned up.
And lastly, at the Remington booth, we have a few special edition 1911 R1s. This one is calling to me. I'm really liking that. But truthfully, all of them are very nice pistols. How about a case-hardened 1911 R1s?
I'll say this is the Mark G.
What can you tell us about it?
I'll say this is the Mark G45 Guard. I'll say it's our latest and greatest. It's a AR-15 chambered at 45 ACP. I'll say it takes Glock 21 mags. I'll say it has a fully functional last round hold open. I'll say what really sets it apart is the operating system. So we developed it in-house from the ground up. I'll say we call it the radial delay blowback. It's kind of how it works. Externally, it looks a lot like a standard 5.56 bolt carrier group, I'll say, but there's a couple things that make it operate differently. So number one, we got a large chamfer here on the backside of each of the locking lugs, and the cam pin path's been modified so it doesn't rotate quite as far as a standard 5.56 would. And what that does is it ensures that the edge of this angled surface slightly overlaps with the edge of the barrel extension. So when the round goes off, it hits that surface and it forces the bolt to rotate and unlock on its own. I'll say simultaneously while that's happening, the carrier gets pushed slightly to the rear, and then once it hits that vertical position, then it operates like a straight blowback. So kind of the reason that's so awesome is it eats up a lot of that initial force, and it allows you to run a bolt carrier group and buffer that weighs 5 or 6 ounces less than a straight blowback 9mm, which is about 8 or 9 ounces less than what a straight blowback 45 ACP would be. So you get a gun itself that weighs less, but you're talking about 8 or 9 ounces of reciprocating mass that's not beating the snot out of you, beating the snot out of your gun. So it's a smoother, more drawn out recoil impulse versus a blowback where the straight blowback kind of it hits all at once, and it's kind of like shooting a jackhammer, especially when you consider it's a pistol caliber. You know.
Now, is this an NFA firearm?
This particular one is NFA. We sell this as a pistol, an SBR, and then we have 3 different rifle configurations. So they're 16 inches. MSRPs are $12.99 to $15.99.
Not bad. Not bad at all. Well, thank you very much, Jordan. I appreciate you talking to us today and telling us all about the new product from CMMG.
Yep. Thanks for coming by.
We are at the CZ USA booth, and I am looking at the brand new CZ E10. There are a lot of people talking about this pistol right now, a lot of excitement in it, and I'm going to try it out. Well, the P10 is very good. It's light, it has a nice break, and it has a good reset. Pistol feels good in your hand. It's another polymer 4-inch striker fire pistol, but it seems to be executed pretty well, and should be a very good pistol for CZ.
The story is...
No, maybe it's not the old Winchester, but they still sell some pretty nice rifles. To include some gorgeous lever actions. Finally, I got a chance to look at the Springfield Saint. And here it is, the Saint by Springfield Armory. A lot of buzz about this rifle online. So far, from what I can tell, seems to be a pretty good AR style rifle. The only thing I noticed about it is the trigger feels a little heavy, but again, this is a brand new rifle. It might feel a little bit better after a few thousand rounds. And here we are at the Henry Arms booth. We're going to take a look around here a little bit. Another firearm that's getting a lot of attention online.
Thank you.
Specifically, this is the TP9 SF. And now we're coming up to one of my favorite booths, the Lauer Custom Weaponry Duracode booth. And there's Mr. Steve Lauer himself. And we're here at the Walther booth with the PPQ. Another nice plastic frame striker fire pistol. This time courtesy of Walther. Nice trigger on this pistol.
Well, that's not bad.
And a true classic, the Walther PPKS. You ever wondered how much difference there is between the PPK and the PPKS? It's about that much in the length of the grip and 1 round of capacity. These are the guns of Elvis Presley, folks.
Yeah, and hopefully they'll want to bid on it, right? Thank you.
Oh, this is